Damn it. There we go. There we go. All right, everybody. Let's do a brief audio and visual check. How's everybody doing? How is everybody? How's your trading day? Who bought the freaking dip? Am I right? Like, damn. I didn't get to I didn't really trade today in the New York session. Welcome. Jay will be joining me here shortly. I think he's finishing up a meeting or a phone call. But let me go ahead. I could get a few things set up before we get Jay joining. So give me just a moment. Let's go through here. All right, let me get this out of the way. As always, in the YouTube chat, there's our Topstep risk disclosure. Everything that I say and go through is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice. It's not a signal. You know the drill. Talk about it every single night. Post it. Nightbot will post it throughout the week or throughout the evening. But yeah, let's take a look. Will, I was long that single QQQ call, like I said. Nice. Good. Was it last night? Was it last night? Let's see. I think so. Yeah. I mean, if you held that call through the dip, right? Because last night this is an hourly chart. Last night, this is where we were at. Took that profit, right? We pulled back. But if you're long a call, right? Options don't expire until a specific date at the end of the day. So maybe you were able to hold it through that. If you're able to hold that drawdown, good on you. Or maybe you just caught that move. No, because the options didn't open up until later. But anyway, new camera. No, same camera, different lighting. I could change the lighting. Yeah, I woke up from a nap. Like I said, I've been pushing my body lately, like dramatically pushing my body, doing 2-a-days, eating. I need to bump up my calories. Yeah, good stuff coming. Good stuff. Pushing myself in all aspects. Oh, let's go. I saw that you made a win yesterday, but it was like $50. Are those typical profit targets? So I don't know what the win was yet. So last night, if you tuned in for slow markets, you don't look at the dollar amount. Okay, you could easily go back and say if that was 20 minis, 5 minis, 1 mini, 1 micro, 20 micros, whatever. The idea is and it's the same concept, right? It's placing a trade, executing it. You guys have seen me trade bigger contract size. You've seen me trade 20 minis. You've seen me trade 30 minis. I've traded 30 minis with Nick and Coach Jay as well. And I've also traded micros. I'm trading micros. The idea it was like 25 points, right? 25 points. How much is 25 points? 25 points is 25 points. Depends on the size. If you took it with 1 mini, 25 points is $500. It depends. So that's why don't like talking about dollar amounts. That's not the right way when traders are learning, when we're developing our skills. It's just like any sport, right? You don't say like, oh man, I just scored 50 points shooting free throws by myself, right? You go and you practice free throws in the basketball court, practicing free throws. Like, man, I just made 50 points. No, that's not what it is. We're here for education. We're here to help traders learn. I'm here to help answer questions. I'm also a trader. I'm trading. You can see this is my live account. I take it on the live account. I've been struggling this year. Talked about it 50 freaking times, maybe a few hundred times this year. The Twitter fingers, the butterfingers on the Twitterverse, always talking shit. But yeah, I go through the ups and downs. Everything's transparent. I have one account. I show it. I don't switch accounts and say, yeah, I lost money on this account, but look at this over here. I made thousands of dollars. It's not really a great way to learn, right? It's becoming better. It's becoming consistent. It's not losing money. It's not blowing your account. And when you struggle, you need to take a step back and size down until you get back into the rhythm, and then you can start to size up and go through those ups and downs. I go through those ups and downs just like everybody else. I'm not perfect. I'm human. I'm 31, and man, I can tell you what, if I was perfect and I could day trade and win every single trade and not lose money, I would be on a private island somewhere away from everybody. I've been talking shit from my 3rd birthday. Yeah. Let's short gold. Even so, you said never short. I go by points. Yeah, Lord, go by points. Look, that person has a crown. They deserve a crown. I saw Dakota take 277 payouts in 2025. He's struggling. Yeah, I'm struggling. No, I really have been struggling in my live account the past 6 months. I have. Stats don't lie. Shared every single day on fast markets, the big board. I'm down like $80,000 this year. Right? But it's in perspective. You know, there's a lot of trash talking about me being down $80,000 in 6 months. But then last year, you know, and including the payout from the beginning of this year, it's perspective. Oh, wow. I took, you know, $250,000 payout. I'm down 80 grand, struggling up and down. But the idea is it's being able to trade for tomorrow, right? Hey, I could trade for tomorrow. When I wake up in the morning, I have my account. Here it is. I could trade. I'm practicing. I'm getting better. I'm learning to adjust to these markets. It's buy the dip mode. This is way different than what we were trading a couple months ago, right? And I'm not the best day trader. I never have said I was the best. I never will. I'm an average day trader. I struggle. I'm a much better options and stocks trader though. But anyway, am I really down 80,000? Yes, I am. What do you think of gold right now? Yeah, let's get to this. Let's get to these markets. Like I said, waiting for Coach Jay. He'll be joining me in just a moment. Let me. I think let's get him in here. Are you ready, Coach Jay? Give me a thumbs up if you are good to go. Okay, he's good to go. Let's get him in here with us. All right, let's do a sound check, Jay. Okay, you're good to go. Looking fresh, looking clean. Your audio is good for me, and I believe your audio is good for the YouTube chat. How was your day? I didn't trade these markets other than last night, but it sure as hell looks like a buy the dip day.
Yeah, I was short gold during fast markets. I did catch a small scalp long in the NASDAQ towards the end of fast markets, and then it just chopped around all day. I kind of missed the initial buy the dip, but buy the dip is what these markets are doing, man. Cannot hold them down.
No. I mean, you've seen Tesla, or was it Tesla was down like 8% or something, and then you just buy the dip. Buy the dip.
Buy
Give
the
me
dip.
1 minute. I'm gonna get your charts set up. But how was you traded today in fast markets? Or
Yeah, I traded on fast markets. I took a couple different trades. I think I ended the day up 1,100 in this XFA.
okay, there you go.
Short
Oh,
gold.
nice. Damn, you're already up 200 in this tonight.
Oh yeah, took a short micro Bitcoin.
Short micro Bitcoin. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm already out of it. Took a small scalp short here, but we kind of high of the range and was short 10 contracts in micro Bitcoin because they are micros. I could probably still be in that trade, but I'll take the $200.
Okay. I mean, $200. That's a daily salary right there
I'll take it.
in most places.
Yep.
So let me get to it. I already did the risk disclosure. I'm going to go through the rapid fire. NASDAQ and gold. I'm going to start with the NASDAQ on the daily. I haven't seen these markets since last night. It's pretty obvious. Daily trending up and to the right. We didn't get any follow through. I was looking at this as maybe a 3-bar reversal. Maybe we get some type of continuation, like a pullback. You know how I do those average, like the average moves, right? Where I measure the average. Yeah, we didn't even get that. We immediately bought it right back up. And I mean, we're consolidating. And we talked about this a little bit because guess what tomorrow is? Tomorrow, we're going to have a lot of big data coming out. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's basically a half day. I mean, U.S. unemployment, non-farm, trade balance. We have PMI. I mean, look at all this data coming out. Just red folder, red flag, or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to see some volatility coming in tomorrow. And of course, jobless claims. Man, look at everything. So it makes sense that we're kind of just consolidating, waiting for more information. We have the tariff deadline also coming up. Was it this weekend? And there's a lot of people just kind of, in my opinion, waiting and seeing what's going to be happening with all this data and the tariff deadline. And if it's positive, maybe we just keep going, ripping higher. 23,000 is really close. We're just, an hour at any moment notice, we could bounce up to 23,000. And then if the data comes in bad or something happens, maybe we do get that pullback that's a little bit deeper, negative 2%, 3% sell off. That I'm on the sideline. I've been on the sideline on my personal account. I have a lot of stocks and options. I'm selling some covered calls up here. I've been selling some covered calls the past few days, and then just kind of hands on butts, like waiting, like, okay, I'm going to wait for a pullback to put some more capital to work and to sell some more puts. Usually I'm a put seller. I sell puts once we start getting some big pullbacks. If we do get a 3 or 4% sell off, I'll sell some puts, cash secured puts on stocks that I want to own. And then once we start getting a rally like this, I'll look at selling some, very far out of the money calls. It's called a will strategy. Very basic, very simple. You can Google it. There's thousands of examples. It's one of the simplest, most boringest way, but that's my bread and butter. From the day trading perspective, it's buy the dip. Buy the dip. I like a deeper dip to be a lot more bullish. It's kind of at a point, in my opinion, where it's like, is this overextended? Are we waiting for a pullback, or can we be aggressive with buying? And the answer today was be aggressive buying, right? It was just, looks like the New York session was just straight up.
Yes, it was straight up, and then it consolidated, traded in a 50-point range for 5 hours.
I see that. Oh, wow. That really was, right? Since
50-point range, 5 hours.
At the end of fast markets, it barcoded the rest of the day.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, V-shape, straight up barcode the rest of the day. Anything else that you're looking on the NASDAQ, Jay? I'll switch it to your charts.
Let's take a look.
Anything else? And then we'll finish it off with gold, and then we'll talk.
We got a question. High volume. I'll answer that question in a little bit. But no, NASDAQ's pretty flat. I'm not expecting too much, in this overnight session with all the news out tomorrow. We're kind of just stuck here. We're right 200 points. 80 points off the all-time high. But kind of just sitting here. I'm not expecting a lot tonight. But tomorrow, abbreviated trading session. We got a half day with a ton of news. I'm looking forward to trading tomorrow's session.
It's gonna be volatile. I'm still gonna be in micros, dude. I think I'll be in micros for July till I get more comfortable. Man, July, it's only the 2nd, and Topstep's starting July off with a bang. Huge. If you guys are not following Michael Patok's Twitter,
back to funded.
Why would you not? Can we have a conversation on that?
Why not? We've had a bunch of conversations on this already. Why don't we have one on there?
Did you guys have one this morning on Fast Markets?
No one's talked about it.
Well,
I think he tweeted it after Fast Markets.
We could have it. Let's have a conversation. I'm going to pull up, do a hash, and everybody in the chat, let's do a hashtag slow markets. There's my Twitter. But I posted this. I shared this. I seen you shared it too, Jay. If you want to know the goods, you just follow MP's Twitter. And I try and share what MP's Twitter. MP says, ever had your strategy dialed in the combine and get funded and then make a mistake or bust out right away? Yeah, I have. I'm probably speaking to everybody in the chat.
Yep, I've done that too.
And never reach right away, never reaching a payout. Back to funded will address the situation and be a game changer. Our biggest new opportunity at Topstep, T-. And we ain't done after that. Holy cow. You talk about Topstep leading and being innovative and paving the way forward. The distance between first and second, Topstep being the best of the best in this industry that we're in, and second was already pretty far away, to be honest. and that gap continues to get wider and wider and wider. We talk about a lot of comparisons. We talk about a lot of sports analogies. The difference between what we say is Michael Jordan and the second best basketball player the gap was dramatic, right? And we even talked about, let's do it, like LeBron James points. That gap keeps getting wider and wider between
as
first
long as he
and
keeps
second.
going, right?
Yeah, it just keeps going. Yeah, I mean, I was blown out of the water, like shocked, like, oh, okay, Top Step X, narrow and deep. That's what MP said, right? Let's just focus. Let's focus. We see data about Top Step X. Traders are trading better. They're getting payouts on Top Step X. Obviously with change comes friction, right? Traders like, oh yeah, everyone's only on Top Step X because of this or this. That. Well, they're on Top Step X, and the data doesn't lie, and then all the FUD. And then this, and then that, and so much is coming. And MP and the team said July is a big month, and
it always is. So if this is your first July with Top Step, last July is when we went from 2 steps to 1 step.
Yeah.
Was that last July or 2 Julys ago? I can't even remember.
No, it was 2 Julys. Look,
2 Julys ago. Last July was Top Step X. So there's always something. So if you're going to be here next year, just expect that there will be a big announcement, whatever it is. But that's why I enjoy being here, man. That's why I enjoy working with Topstep.
I don't know. This is the first time I heard anything about this.
Same here.
Through this. Traders like, Dakota, give us the inside scoop. Dakota, give this. I mean, this is my source. This is my inside scoop. I follow MP on Twitter, and I'm like, I woke up and this happened. You can see my time. This happened like 10 a.m. for me, and I look at this. I'm like, no freaking way, because I have kind of a list that I'm kind of pushing for, and being a rep, like basically here at Topstep,
an advocate for.
I'm an advocate for, like, how can we improve? Like, what can I push? And traders are always like, Dakota, can you push for direct to funded, or can you push for this, or do you push for that? I'm like, this is kind of the stuff that we're talking about. MPs on Twitter, Topstep sees everything. And I'm like, when I seen this, I was just like, what's next? Like, what else can Topstep do?
Let's clarify for all the people that are asking, can we explain back to funded program? That is not information that we have right now. Like Dakota said, the only information I don't even know, you might have slacked MP afterwards or text them, but I didn't, right? I just retweeted his tweet. It's something that MP is announcing. But if he announces it, it's going to happen. Now, the details, and the reason I like working with Topstep is there's been a push in the prop firm industry in general for straight to funded. And that, you do sometimes have to pay attention to what your competition is doing. But what I know about Topstep is they're going to do it Topstep's way, right? And not anyone else's way. So when the rules come out, I'm sure there will be some form of you've had to be in a funded account before. And again, this is just Jay talking. This is not official information. This is just my thought process, right? If I had to think logically. But if it's back to funded, right? So just in the name, it would sound like you would had to have been in a funded account before, and then there's a path to get back to funded instead of through a combine. Those details will be shared officially by Topstep team. You'll hear it on Topstep TV or MP's Twitter. I think Dakota and I are just kind of hype about it. We were in Chicago, 2 weeks ago, and you, Baron, and I, one of the conversations we had was just like, hey, what would it look like for a direct to funded program at Topstep? We know it's not going to be, hey, just pay for an account. You could be a random person off the street, pay for an account, and you go to funding. It would have to be some type of customer loyalty. I hate to call it that, but like, you've had to be in the Topstep system before, and that's what it sounds like. So
traders who have proven themselves that struggle. And now I think there's a little bit of a perspective. Like, again, like, this is just me and Jay talking. That's it. We have no information. But part of what I was thinking, I'm like, Topstep is not just some dude in a basement running a prop firm, where I see that a lot. I'm not going to take jabs at anybody. I'm not going to be, calling out names, but that's kind of what it's turned into. Just pop-up prop shops just coming out. It's like GoDaddy, right? You could pay someone and you could get a prop website. You could pay someone and get a prop firm, and then they're like, okay, change this, change that, sim to fund this is this. It's not how it would be. Topstep is basically above and beyond number one. And I don't know how many employees, but you see they shared Topstep on the Day
Couple
Show
hundred.
showed how many, like it's a huge amount of employees. I was surprised. And whenever a company's that big, little adjustments like this and how big Topstep is, it's not like a one-man band. Like, all right, I'm going to decide to do this. I'm the sole decision and
Turn on a create a website.
create a
Somebody on
website.
Fiverr
And
to
do
create a
that.
website with a pay for an account link. Yeah.
Oh
It's not
man,
bad.
I'm excited. I'm hyped up about that. We've talked about it a lot. I've been pushing a lot. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense to me. I think there's a right way to do it, and this could possibly be it. My fear was just a sim to funded account, and then once I've seen this before, if like you go on tilt, you immediately want to get back to where you were. I do it
Yep.
in my own trading. Whenever I take a loss, and I see in my VIP, Jay, if let me know if you've seen this before. When you take a loss, the first reaction is, "Oh, I need to do everything I need to do to get back to where I was." And
Correct.
if you blow your account, that's the same reaction. You want to get back to where you were. And so you're willing to do whatever it takes to get back to where you were because it helps you and it's an emotional reaction. And so that sim to fund it, I'm like, well, that would be great, but that could be a very negative thing if someone goes on tilt, blows an account,
Yeah, and keeps blowing them.
and they just keep spending money. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's not
there's going to be rules around it for sure.
healthy.
It's not going to be, hey, get as many funded accounts as you want. It's definitely not going to be that.
Yeah. I think there's a great way to do it. I trust the team. Every conversation I've had on air in our team meetings, Jay, our coaches meetings, VIP meetings, it's all been around the same thing. It's like, hey, let's do something. This is the idea. How do we make this the best way possible and do it the correct way with providing a good environment to help traders get from point A to point B being a better trader, a live account, hopefully taking payouts, opening up their own personal account, and finding that success. Not, wow, let's just find a way to shill stuff and do that. So that's the biggest reason why I'm still here.
100%.
But anyway, there's my rant. There's my rant. Oh, all right. Where were we at? Markets, huh?
Yeah, markets.
Markets. We're
I
trading.
should probably still be short micro Bitcoin. It didn't really hit my target yet. Gold is looking like a nice short too.
Let's see. I gotta.
Man, there's a bunch of nice shorts. Crude oil looking not bad.
I'm never gonna figure out how to get your video just not blurry, man. It's like
okay.
the never-ending battle.
It's a part of the it's a part of the show.
It's part of the show. It's like let's see if I could.
Help me understand money as a tool and not something as an end. I think money is a tool, right? We need money in most places to do anything in our life, right? It enables you to do things. It enables you to live certain places, travel certain places, eat certain things, take care of certain things, take care of your family. But I don't think it should be the only goal, right? Is to make money. It's to make money for what purpose? I think there's been times in my trading career, especially early on, where I told my friends I started trading. I was getting lucky, making some money early, and my only goal was to make more money, and I would always give it back. And it was just like, well, I just want to make more, so I'm going to take what I made and only use it to make more, and not really have a plan for it. One of my best friends, he was just like, hey, you know what? Like, it's pretty cool that you're doing this thing. You're making more money than you are at your job right now, but you keep telling me that you're losing it every week or every month or something like that. Why is that? And we kind of had a conversation. He was just like, you don't have a plan for the money that you're making, right? Your only goal is to make more money. And I was younger at the time. It was just like, yeah, I want to make a lot of money, right? That's the only goal. And it can't be that, right? You have to have a plan for it. And I think that's what that quote kind of means, right? Money is a tool instead of an end. Because there's unlimited supply, literally unlimited supply of money. I was just reading something on Twitter where it was just like the money supply as we keep issuing debt is only going to keep increasing. So like make all the money that you want in the world. At some point, it's losing value. But the things you can do with the money don't lose value.
Exactly. I mean, money is exactly that. It's a tool. It's a tool. We're day traders. That's our tool to make more money. And I've made a few posts about this as well, where what do we really want? And that's very important for us, especially in trading, is we need to make sure we understand what our goal is. Like, why are we trading? Are we trading to, go on a vacation? Are we trading to pay off debt? Are we trading for this? Well, ultimately, for me, it's freedom. I'm trading for freedom, and it's that amazing quote that I keep, and it's been in my head for a while that I need to write it down so I don't forget it. It's, when you're trading and then you start making money, you are typically in a situation where it's not exactly what you want, because you always want more, but it's 9 times, like almost every single time, it's more than what you need. And then people start living beyond their means, and with the increase of money comes the increase of spending, right? And then if their trading ever starts to struggle, then they are worse off or back to the similar situation. So it's an interesting thing, and the human connection to money is so strong. It's built since we were kids, right? Like, you think of, I mean, we can't remember it, but you could see it in the kids today and toddlers. Is you look at money, and money gets you things, right? You see something shiny, you see a toy, and you want that toy. And when you see your parents purchase that toy with money, then you connect money with the things you want, right? It's the reward system. And ever since then, that's what you're taught in school. We want to go, we get the best job, pays the most money. Everyone pulls up these graphs that higher education equals more money, and this, and you're always connecting everything you do with freaking money. And then in trading, you have to try and break that emotional connection to where you're not seeing these dollar amounts flash on the screen. And even though you might not think you're thinking of it, it's subconsciously stuck in the back of your head, regardless of whether you think about it or not. Like, you might think you're just disconnected from the money. Subconsciously, you aren't. You're still thinking about it. Thinking about, I mean, we've seen that comment at the beginning of class. Oh, you just made $50. Yeah. Maybe I think it was like 100, but that's not the idea. You could have, and this is what traders do a lot. If that was 5 minis, if that was 20 minis, if that was a bigger size, or if that loss was only my 3 micros, my normal size, why did I increase size? Why did I didn't decrease size? That is the slippery slope of an emotional roller coaster that leads to a lot of blown accounts.
100%.
I'm guilty. I'm definitely guilty of that.
Same here. Have a plan. And to be clear, I want to make the most money possible, right? I want to maximize efficiently my opportunities in this, but I have plans for what I want to do with it. And I didn't always have that. But I think as I've gotten older, as life has changed, my family's changed and things like that, I start to have a vision for what I want to do with the money. And then it makes it a little bit more real, right? You don't have a strong emotional attachment to it, right? I understand that, this day trading is a component of what I want to do. But when I have an idea, it's a little easier to lock up some profits on the day than be like, hey, I'm up 3,000, but I want to be up 10,000. I'm going to just YOLO it all back to the markets and lose it. No, that 3,000 could go somewhere. So, have a plan.
Exactly. Yep. Always less than what you want, but more than what you need. Yep. Do we get a pullback here in the NASDAQ? We have a lot of data coming out tomorrow. I could see us continuing to consolidate. I'm not going to be expecting any crazy moves until after that. And plus, we're going into the holiday, shortened week. Let's take a look at gold. I'm going to switch it over to my charts, and let's take a look at gold. Quite a bit of a sell-off here tonight, to be honest, from
good,
76s down to 55s. Let me zoom out to an hourly chart. And, wow, if you've seen what I was talking about last night, that was looking like a nice, I mean, look at beautiful technicals, right? Nice big rally. I did take the loss on that short, remember? And then we get this nice rounding bottom. And I mean, if we were able to get in long, I mean, that was beautiful. I talked about it last night. I didn't pull the trigger on getting in long, but I talked about it. Talk and do are two different things. And it looks like we tried to, and then we completely reject it. Equities going higher, right? Buy the dip in equities. And so is there some short opportunities here in gold? This is an hourly chart, and if we kind of zoom out a little bit, I'm gonna put my check mark on a short in gold, possibly going into these numbers. Not after the numbers, but I like a short in gold. I like a short in gold. Maybe come back down and retest somewhere lower. Maybe retest these 3320s. I like short golds. Thoughts, Jay? This is an hourly chart, higher time frame.
I like the shorts as well. I think there's some room down to 49s right here in this move. Feels kind of late to be shorting it, but I do like the shorts in general. Where was I an hour ago? 2 hours ago. That's when it was a great short.
An hour ago would have been nice.
Yeah, but I do like the short side in gold. I tried to short gold this morning. Just didn't really get follow through below 47s. But I think the more we test that 47 area, which was a value area low from Thursday's price action, so value area low from Tuesday, if we see some acceptance below 47, then I think we can rotate down to 26. But I do like shorts.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 hours ago, as soon as that 3-bar reversal happened on this hourly chart, would have been nice. A little bit of hindsight capital, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with looking at it, and then we could just see how it plays out. I'm not going to chase it. If we do get an opportunity to enter, I would not mind it. I would not mind a short in the gold. I mean, that's basically it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the NASDAQ, and it's literally a flat line, right? You guys know how I trade by now. And if I look at this VWAP from the 30-minute session so far, it is a flat line right at 50% of this range. If I did anything here in the NASDAQ, it is a complete guess about where this market can go. On a higher time frame, I'm still leaning bullish, but I think if I'm trading equities, I have to wait for that data tomorrow. But there is a ton of stuff moving right now, right? Gold is moving. Some of the currency futures are moving. Silver's down big. That micro Bitcoin trade still looks valid. I may actually put that back on. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that here. Short micro Bitcoin. Going to risk above the high. And I'll be flat on the day if this trade stops me out. But what I'm looking for as a target is 109.200.
I like it. I'm going to run and go get me a drink.
All right, sounds good. Bitcoin could break out. I do see that, the potential for that. I would not be surprised at a little bit of a pullback. We just got under the 20 moving average on the 30-minute chart. And so far for this session, it's saying pullback. Really what I'm looking for a target here is, let's go to today's range. Maybe not 50% of this range, but I'm looking at this here. So let's cut that in half again. Somewhere around there is where I'll start to manage this. Somewhere around there. And again, it is very bullish. Ideally, what I want to do is trade micro Bitcoin futures and then take that money and buy Bitcoin.
Okay.
Because I keep seeing people on Twitter say, and you got to trust the financial analysts on Twitter, right? Bitcoin's going to $1 million. So
Yeah, I mean,
I want to have some of it.
it's written in the stars, man. It's
All
written in
right.
the stars. I'm gonna turn
I
some
mean,
music on.
hey, if we keep printing money,
True. True.
we keep printing money.
It's just
Gold's still selling here.
to the moon. There we go. Let me know if you guys can hear
49
the
is
music.
that target.
If you could hear it, Jay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Too loud, too quiet. That tomorrow's gonna be big. Gold's still pushing lower, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Is it too late to get in here? Too late to get in? Or
Yeah, I'm not gonna chase it. The risk reward's kind of screwed up. I mean,
Yeah, I
2
agree.
hours ago, it was a great trade. Now with
Right.
some hindsight, but
Alexi, I like that. Not late if you go small. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. See, the Japanese yen is moving also. Canadian dollar. Man, there's too many markets. Too many markets.
how many markets do you look at in total?
So what I'm trying to get to is an alert system, and I know alerts are coming to Topstep X, but I'm using Quantower and TradingView for alerts, and I'm scanning for a setup, and I want the 35 different markets that we have at Topstep. I want to run that scan on all the markets, and it just tells me that the trade is setting up there. I want to trade a setup instead of trading in market.
You're not like Coach Hoop watching anything.
I have them up. But what I do now, so volume for me validates everything, right? So this scanner that I'm using right now, it will trigger and say, hey, there's a potential trade here. But then what I do is look at VWAP and tell me whether that VWAP is going to tell me whether or not it's actually a trade I want to take. But yeah, I don't have enough screen space to look at them all or enough mental capacity to be able to make decisions about them all. So you filter it out by using a scanner and then going from there.
Got it. You know what we need to do? I need to get MP on here with us one of these nights.
I agree.
I'm gonna message him.
Can we? I mean, he was tweeting just now. He was tweeting about.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. He's active on Twitter. See if we can get him on here and give some clarity to this back to funded stuff.
Okay, I sent him a message. We'll see what he says.
There we go. There we go.
I can send him the link, man. Have him join. I need to get it all set up in OBS too. We could do it. We could have MP. Wonder if he still has that shirt.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Oh man, excited for the next one. I'm excited for it to come out, to see the videos and everything behind the scenes.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, that'll be great. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of bloopers in those edits too. Hopefully, we are the only ones that are gonna see those. But yeah, it should be a great video when it comes out. The team said September, right at the end of summer. We'll get to see. I would love to do some more live stuff like that, right? Just like live in the house, live in Chicago, kind of moving around. We'll talk to the team about that.
That studio, Jay.
Yep. Yeah.
Studio is gonna be amazing.
100%. Somebody asked what my strategy is. It's identifying a range and seeing how the market responds to that range. For example, this gold trade here, this is a 30-minute opening range. VWAP left that range to the downside. The flow is sell side. I need to find an entry somewhere in this flow to go with the market, right? I don't know. I can have a general idea, and I'm going to look like everyone else does, look to the left, see if we have potential areas of resistance, support. But we're day traders, so on a higher time frame, if I want this market to go up and we're selling off, maybe this is not a short for me because my higher time frame bias is to the long side, but it's not a long because this is a short signal, right?
Okay.
This VWAP leaving to the downside, maybe I don't trade it because I think a higher time frame gold needs to go up, but this keeps me out of buying it, or maybe has me waiting for better trade location to buy it. What do you say?
He ghosted me. Left me on red.
Come on, MP.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't even see if it's on red or not.
Come on, MP.
We cast the line out there. Fishing for him.
Marwayne, we're looking at gold right now. This is a gold chart up here.
It's slow. A slow night. We are bullish. What market? What market?
Bullish Topstep.
We're bullish Topstep, baby. Since day one. We've been working with 2 years, and it's the same thing.
Yep.
Like, man, Topstep is like, compared to the rest, like nothing will beat Topstep, and it continues to get better. And then like 3 months later, same conversation.
Yep.
2 years later, same freaking conversation.
We're gonna start sounding like homers after a while, but it's the truth. It is the truth.
I mean that's how it's been, man. It's exciting. It's kind of like one of those things where you don't want to just be bouncing. It's like, think about sports, right? Bouncing back and forth through like different teams, or like a Steph Curry. You stick with one and you build it. You build it there.
Yeah, that's the conversation we had. give him a little inside scoop to the conversations Dakota and I have when we're off air. But I think there's a message that says Golden State Warriors mentality.
Golden State.
Draft, build it, win 5 championships.
Like what was it? January 2024, we had that conversation.
Yep. Yep. When am I going to visit South Florida? I don't know. I got a trip planned. I could plan another one, I guess.
Dude, we got to plan our trips, man.
Yes, we do.
That's got to come first. We got a lot going on. We have a lot going on, chat, in the background. Things, it's almost like never have enough time. Never have enough time. Come by St. Peter. I got you. And that's one thing I love about Topstep is Topstep's international. We have traders from around the world. We could travel to any continent.
Yep.
And meet up with traders. It's pretty cool.
Yes, we can.
I was thinking about the other day. I'm like, man, if I want to go to anywhere, like, hey, maybe I want to fly out to X country, like any country. I could probably talk about it during my slow markets or fast markets, and
we're gonna have a trader that's there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty freaking cool.
People in chat want to buy gold. All in one says buy gold now. Buy it. You buy it first.
I mean, I could see it. I could see it.
Same.
I could see the long. I mean, right? Like, look at this. That's a decent trade for the long side. I'm not opposed. Like, this to me is, we could easily bounce. If we do start to fail below this, it could continue to just drop. How far are we down on gold this evening?
What are we down? Let's see. 0.12%. Ja X in the chat says, is it easier to trade gold? I see you guys have mostly gold positions. Easier? I wouldn't say it's easier to trade any market, but gold is a great trading market right now. The ranges are pretty big. A lot of times it's two-sided trade, right? Where you can get a short one day, a long the next day, maybe both. You can trade both sides one day. If you have never traded it before, I would definitely suggest doing it in a practicing account and trading micros, because the mini gold contract can get pretty expensive with these ranges. But it's a great trading market right now.
I agree. Buy real gold. I've got some real gold. Back when it was at 2,300.
Nice.
It was expensive then. It's always expensive until it keeps going higher.
Did you message MP on Slack, or did you text him?
Yeah, I did.
You got to message him on Twitter. Just say, hey, come on slow markets.
Yeah, that pressure him. Come on, MP. Come on, slow markets. Maybe next week. I think next week.
Yeah.
Be more set up. I want to kind of do like a Peter Tuchman type thing where he joins from the phone and.
Oh yeah.
Be I don't know where he'd be, but
somewhere in the world.
Probably gotta have better connection. It's the bar's pretty low, man, for the connection. Ooh, I got a question for you, Jay.
What's up?
What do you think about this, chat? Everybody on social media, I've been seeing everyone do their like top 5 firms.
I saw that post.
You see that? What do you think about that post? Come on. What's everyone's thoughts on this one? That's the real question. I don't think people realize they're not comparing apples to apples.
Yep.
I think this is the league that Topstep's now in.
I agree.
What's your thoughts on that one? And then it's like, oh, I'm going to get flack for number 3. No, this is my honest opinion.
Number 3 is exactly where it should be.
Yeah, I mean, that's my honest opinion. I mean, it is what it is. I believe that Topstep's going to be one of the best firms. It's already the best firm in the prop firm world, and it's only going to continue to get better. And Topstep's so far above the rest of the competition in the prop firm world that it's not even you're not even comparing apples to apples. It's like apples to spoiled grapefruit, comparing it to these other firms. And now it's all debatable, it's all opinions, but as a brand new trader, Jay, if you're looking to learn how to trade futures and you're like, oh, and you type in Google, what's the best futures broker? I really do believe that Topstep's going to be up there.
Agreed.
In the top 3, because for newer traders, like I think that's going to be the focus. It's like Topstep, lowest barrier to entry and highest potential for new traders. And that makes sense. It's like, wow, you could put in, $50 on Topstep and you can go through, get funded, and, eventually go through and take payouts. And hopefully one day, like MP's been teasing, maybe even take those payouts and put them into like straight into the brokerage.
Personal brokerage.
Yeah. And so that to me would be the best. If I was a brand new starting trader, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Other than that, like if these other firms, like I mentioned, like Interactive Brokers, that's who I'm with. They have high margin. But if I'm going to try and day trade futures, I got to put up quite a bit of money in comparison. And then if I don't know how to trade and I lose it, I'm losing my money. It's 100% my money. And I don't have as much like drawdown or leverage or free content, right? Like the Discord.
Yeah, the education part of it, the entertainment part of it, you can trade a prop firm and eventually a personal brokerage. There's a lot going on here. A lot going on.
Yeah.
I like that list though. Can't put if you put it at number 1, then it's just like, all right, this guy's just
number 3 is me being biased.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Number 3 is me being biased. It is. But it's true. It's true. I think the bigger thing for that is the fact that, hey, this is the conversation that Topstep's in. It's onto to the big leagues. We're done playing around with the G League or D League, and it's on to the next.
Yeah. I want to ask Tristan in the chat. Said it got long on a J trade 33.59.80. Let me know which candle you used for that trade. 59.80.
Good thing you didn't get long gold.
Trying to see where you could have gotten long. And again, trade your trade. 806 candle. I think we need more volume, Tristan.
Yeah, gold. I mean, Nasdaq's pushing to the highs.
I'm also going to close this micro Bitcoin trade. We got back above VWAP. I'll give it another minute. If it closes above VWAP, I'm going to close it out. This 5-minute candle closes. 3-minute candle closes above VWAP. I'll close it out.
All right. Nasdaq pushing up. Gold hanging out near the lows.
Richard Harris, you all right, man?
I don't know, man.
Okay, Tristan, I see what you're saying.
It was the volume we've had over an hour. Okay.
You said long from 59s, though. That's way up there.
Was it buy stop?
Yeah, unless you misquoted the price.
59s. What contract?
59.80. Yeah, 59.80 is way up there.
Yeah. NQ still pumping? NQ's always going up. You don't even need to look at the chart. It's like, hey, what's NQ doing? It's going up.
It's going up.
I haven't seen the chart for a day. I know what direction it's going. Yeah, there are new session highs in the Nasdaq. If I wake up tomorrow morning, I think 23,000 could definitely be on the dock for tomorrow.
23s? Yeah.
Yeah, 23,000. Gold, session lows. Session lows. We talked about it. We didn't trade it.
All right, closing that Bitcoin trade. Closed above VWAP there. New information. And I'm out.
Oh, damn.
Lost $60.
You're on with me and Baron tomorrow.
Yeah, I am. Should be fun.
The three of us, we haven't been on since the trader in Chicago.
Yeah. Should be a fun stream tomorrow. Should be a fun stream. We got all the news coming out the day before holiday weekend. It always feels like, you know, when you're in like high school or something and you know spring break or like summer break was coming up. Mm-hmm. That day before a 3-day weekend. That's why I try not to make too many trading decisions late. Like if I don't make my trades in the first hour or so, it's like I'm probably done because thinking about what the weekend is going to bring. So
yeah, it's going to be a nice weekend, nice long weekend.
Yep.
No. I don't think Baron was in any condition to try and throw a punch. That would have been not very, very nice of me to invite that. Maybe next time. Baron's awesome though. He's a shit talker though.
Is he ever? Is he ever?
When is non-farm payroll?
Selling off right here.
Non-farm payroll is coming out at
7:30 Central.
7:30 a.m. Central.
Crude is selling here.
Ooh, okay. Nasdaq rejected. Consolidating still, probably.
Pool Family Adventures wants to know, how do you figure out the right strategy? A lot of testing and a lot of filtering. I think eventually you ask yourself a lot of questions. You try stuff. You figure out what works. You figure out what doesn't work. You figure out that everything works. You figure out that nothing works. And then you ultimately get to a point where you feel comfortable making a decision with a certain system. Every system that you try is going to fail at some point. And I think the quicker you can accept that, the quicker you can understand that you don't have to over optimize your system. Just find something that you're comfortable placing risk behind every day. And that's it, right? Dakota, there's sometimes you take a 3-bar reversal trade and it fails.
Oh, yeah. Yep, there's no
But every time
100%.
you take it, every time you see it, you're going to take it for the most part.
Correct.
So it takes a little bit of time, but I think start with something and learn it well enough to the point that you know when it's not going to work. Mm-hmm. Right? That micro Bitcoin trade I just had, I know why that trade is not working. We just closed above VWAP. In order for that trade to be valid, like crude oil did here, we came up to VWAP and didn't close above it. This is still a valid trade. Micro Bitcoin, different story. We closed above VWAP. There's a higher probability that this trade doesn't work. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Finish that. There's a high probability that trade doesn't work?
Yeah, because we closed above VWAP. I'm taking it off.
Okay.
So know your strategy enough to know when it doesn't work out.
No, I was saying Tomes wants to start Tomes wants to start some drama.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just not going to comment on that. Those are the I could say those are top 3 for me.
That's the order they came into the league. I think that's what they were trying to say.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. The order that they came into the league. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
MJ came first, and Kobe was after, and LeBron.
Maybe that's what it was. When everyone says MJ's number 1, maybe that's what everyone's been saying. Is he was
he was first
in the league before them. Maybe that's what it is. My whole life's been a lie. Everyone's been trying to tell me that.
That's what it is.
Okay, or Pool Family says, Jay, do you like day trading better or slow markets? Well, they're both day trading. Yep. I think you mean like the New York session where the markets are faster, or slow markets. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I like New York session better. For me, I'm a volume trader. I'm a momentum trader. I like getting in trades that move fairly quickly in my direction for day trades, right? If it's a swing trade, I can buy it and hold it and let it work. But for a day trade, I'm looking for quicker momentum, and that's going to happen normally in the New York session because it's a higher volume time. It's not always the case, right? Where we've seen some really nice trades over. Not talking to you, Siri. We get some pretty nice trades overnight, but yeah, for me, it's going to be the New York session mostly.
Okay.
What about you?
You don't have headphones on, right?
No.
What if I do? Siri, power off.
I got a quick mute button on my mic.
Okay. Just shut you down. I get up and leave, and I'll order something online. No. Sorry, I got distracted on that one. For me, it depends on these markets. In the market conditions right now, slow markets has been much better. But when the markets are as crazy as they were in April, I think fast markets, more scalping is a lot better.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so I'm gonna comment on Richard Harris here. Richard Harris says the coaches won't even say nice trade, Richard. That's what I would expect to hear. Richard Harris, I'm reading through your chat history, and I'm 20 messages in, and all I see is a bunch of laughing, dumbass sellers in all caps. So if you're in a trade, I'm assuming it's a long, because you wouldn't be calling yourself a dumbass seller. But I have no idea what your trade is. But if you're long and you're making money, congrats, man. But I really don't know.
It's like it's like the markets where you get jaded by the volatility. Richard, you're in there so frequently and so often. It's like Half the time I don't even know what you're talking about. Like up there, what he's spamming some weird things too.
Yeah, but if you put the numbers, Richard Harris, I call you out in chat all the time, man, and I tell you when it's a good trade. But I literally scrolled 20 messages. We got 1,200 people in here. I can't just read the Richard Harris chat. If you put numbers in there, though, I'll read them, and I'm sure you called out a good trade because you usually do. When you after dumbass sellers, put in parentheses the position that you're in, so we can keep up. We appreciate you being here, though.
We need to get Richard on Top Step.
I've been asking him. I've been asking. Richard Harris, when are you coming on the show?
Where did he go? Is that the thumbs up mean yeah, he's going to? Am I still looking for the gold short? I mean, on the higher time frame, an hourly chart, I mean, shorts on gold would make sense for maybe some type of a pullback. That would be tradertainment. Let me and Richard can talk shit all day. Richard and Doom. There we go. That would be one hell of a segment.
Chat, it's all in fun. All in fun. Got to be able to laugh doing this. I do like shorts in the NASDAQ here.
In the NQ,
just kind of back into the range. Back into the range. We're not going anywhere. We got a nice rejection up here.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see barcode playing for barcode. Look for what 10 points?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Is it even worth putting it on? But I'm not gonna force trades. Up $130 going into tomorrow. I'll take it.
Yeah. Say something to talk shit to Baron.
Just fade Baron.
Green on the screen.
He's a pretty good trader, man.
Yeah, he is. He is a great trader.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed having him on slow markets on Thursdays. I've enjoyed being on air with him, and in person it was great to get to know him more. And he's a great trader. I mean, proof is in the statistics, right?
We got to say this all now because Baron's not watching right now, so we can't give him any praises when we're on air with him. We just got to talk shit to him.
No, yeah, we got to talk shit when
Natural gas longer term short. Let's take a look at natural gas.
That's yours, man. I stay away from that. Stay away from that. I'm staying away from natural gas.
It's a third of my profits for this week, natural gas. So longer term short. Let's see. Maybe we do still have some room down to this $3 level.
Get out of here, Gabe.
If we zoom out. Yeah, maybe we do have some room down to this $3 level in natural gas. We're under the 200 daily moving average, significantly under. We had that 8% down day the other day. I would not be surprised to see a little bit of a short covering rally into 50% of this daily candle and then continue to sell. But yeah, look at these moving averages, right? The 20 is getting ready to cross below the 200 as well as the 50. They're in a downtrend. Yeah, I do like that trade. And again, anything we say is for educational purposes only, not for financial advice.
That short Nasdaq's playing out for range bound. I just the risk reward is just not there for me, to be honest, because I'd be risking like 15 points to make 10.
Right.
It's maybe for Adobe.
You could go range to range. Yeah, I don't see the risk. It's not worth the risk.
Do more in here, collecting the crowns. Martin's number one tonight. I tell you, I don't know how I could do it, but I'm gonna figure out how to connect something with those crowns, or if it's even possible. Tomorrow, just so everybody knows, tomorrow is Thursday. Me, Jay, and Baron's gonna be on for Fast Market, us three, and I am gonna be doing the same thing I did Monday. For every like tomorrow morning during fast markets, I will be donating $1 to breast cancer. So tune in tomorrow, even if just for a second, to log in and hit the like button. Every like, I'm donating $1 tomorrow during fast markets. And then right at the end of fast markets, whatever we're at, I'll donate that to breast cancer.
Some traders got in that gold long. Nice trade. Tristan was in it long. Ryan was in it long as well. Ryan, you're asking about exits. Exit where your game plan says to. Remember, I said I was looking at that trade and I said no. That's not a long that I would have taken. But if you guys took it, take the trade. If I look to the left here, I'm looking at this 8 p.m. Central. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central candle that we're kind of trading in right now. How does the market respond to this range, right? Where we rejected here a couple times before. Can it accept above 58.70? But nice trade if you guys are in it. Again, I'm not always going to get it right, but good stuff. Richard, yeah, Dakota, you like gold. Let's get to I don't know if you heard Mohammed the other day, but we were talking about the likes, and he's just like, let's bankrupt Dakota, get as many likes as we can. See if we can get to 4,500 likes.
Yeah, maybe you guys can get to 10 grand, 10,000
right.
likes. That could be possible. If you do, I'll donate 10 grand.
Yeah.
10 G's. It's tax write-off. Tax write-off too.
There you go.
And it's going for a good cause. It's not like I'm going out there and buying a car or something stupid.
Right.
Yeah, sign in with your 100 account and hit the likes. Should we do a slogan? So we see if they'll put a slogan on the stream tomorrow. Save the boobies.
Be careful. Someone might create a bot and give it 100,000 likes.
Yeah. Tomorrow during fast market, it's gonna be a good one. Gas out. I called it. That's oh, I need a better slogan. I'm gonna Google it. I'll ask Rock.
I'm gonna let's just put the disclaimer out here. I'm in a trade, guys. I switched over to a practice account intentionally. I'm not trying to show that I'm a great trader by trading a practice account. Just looking at the risk on this trade here.
Grok's putting some good examples out there. I don't even know if I can say some of these ones. Oh, there we go. That's gonna be one. I could put that on my boxing equipment. Pink boxing gloves. I can have pink boxing gloves.
Okay.
Yeah, it says bras off, gloves on, battle breast cancer.
There you go. I like that. Pink is a great color. I think my basketball sneakers are purple, but pink's a great color. And again, for a great cause. For a great cause. What hoop shoes am I rocking? Right now, I gotta buy a new pair actually because I've been playing a decent amount lately. But Curry 4 Flotros. So they redid the Curry 4s with like better cushion for your foot. But the Curry 4s, super comfortable.
Okay. I don't think I own a pair of Nikes from a basketball player other than Kobe's. No. Nope. Kobe's is the only one I own.
Nice.
Jimmy Cloud doing? We still need our basketball game. That's what I.
Yeah, I know. We
mentioned.
never got a chance to play.
Yes, we still need.
We never got our chance to play.
You want to see
Put a link in the chat.
the shoes I got? I got them at a cheaper price, man. It's the Nike Kobe AD.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
The white,
Those are nice.
the clear bluish tint. I'll see if I can get an image. I'll see if I can get an image for the chat. This is the only shoe I own that's a basketball player brand, I guess. I own a lot of Nikes, but this is the only shoe I actually own from a basketball player.
Rick G says, "Oh my, this is riveting." What should we be trading right now, Rick? Let us know. If you see a great trade set up, let me know. The only one thing I see is crude oil short. Again, probably a little bit late to that trade, and maybe this NASDAQ trade here, but I don't see anything worth putting risk on right here. So we're here for an hour. Anything can happen in these markets. If we get a random volume spike, then we'll put on a trade. But this is a lot of times what trading looks like. We're just hanging out, talking, and then something happens, and then we jump in.
Yeah, right here, Jay. This is the only shoe I own from Kobe, or any basketball player that is. Let's see if I could.
What are we looking at?
Right there.
Oh yeah, those are
That's
nice.
That's it.
I want some Kobe Grinches. The reverse Grinch, the red ones. Those are nice. I don't even like the color red, but those are pretty cool.
BC asks, what's the point of a practice account trade? You want to answer that, Jay?
So for me, I switch over to my practice account really just to determine the risk really quickly on a trade, right? So like I said, if I wanted to put this NASDAQ trade on, I could get short right here. If I risk that high, it's $335. For me, that's the quickest way to just get to establishing what the risk is for a trade. And then it's just to try stuff out, right? If I hear about a strategy that somebody's using that I think is interesting, I'm not going to put real money behind it before. It's unfair to the strategy to expect to make money out of it if you don't learn the strategy first, right? So put risk behind it when you learn it, but before that, test it out. And that's what the practice account's for.
I like that. Was that a short opportunity on gold? We bounced up to 59.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. Risk that high that we just made, about a 3-point risk right there.
Yeah, risk like 60, I'd say 61, maybe even 64, depending on the time, and that could be a possible.
It did reject, right? So that high volume candle that we had right at 8 p.m.
Oh, you're
Asia
short.
session
Okay.
open. It's a practice account. It's a practice
Oh,
account.
okay.
Again, just limited, just measuring the risk. But we were just talking. Who was that in the chat that said they were long, looking at targets? You see this rejection up here? So this is what I look for all the time with these candles. This candle was the Asia session open, and we rejected at 50% of it on the way down. We came back up, tested that 50% again, no acceptance of price higher. If I'm long, I'm thinking maybe I don't get out right away, but I'm thinking position management when we come back up to an area that we rejected before. If I'm looking to get short in a market that's in a downtrend, this would probably be a decent spot to start looking for that. But there's no guarantees, but we see that the market responds at this area. You exited one. Nice trade, Ryan. Nice trade.
Yeah, I like it.
And Rayan still has a gold short from 68.70. Wow, what a trade. That's a nice trade. I would probably still be holding that one too. Stop in profit.
Mm-hmm. Risk-free, that's all you could ask for?
Yep.
4 minutes left. All right. I'm not seeing anything else move in these markets. NASDAQ, it's flatlining still. I didn't even squeak out 10 points, man, on that short from the extreme.
Can you guys recommend one YouTuber that you think isn't a scammer? Yeah, Coach Dakota.
There's not many, but I think there are a few out there that are not.
There's a decent amount out there.
Just pay close attention, and I tell this is, if you find someone that you like their trading style, make it your own. Make it your own. Scammer or not, I mean, there's a lot of affiliate code peddlers, discount or Discord selling peddler. There's a lot of crap out there. Find someone that helps, teaches, and if you like it, stick with it, or watch a bunch of different ones. Find someone that you like. I know here at Topstep, there's a bunch of coaches into the Discord, and yeah, I know every coach here, I think, trades differently, right? I haven't seen any of us really trade the same.
Yeah, everyone trades differently for the most part. I think to be honest, I think Coach Paul and I trade the most similar because we work together the most.
Oh, okay.
Right, like every day doing at the buzzer together. I think we've kind of just like blended strategies. But yeah, everyone's a little bit different, which is great, right? Because we can all work with the community of traders. Hey, you know what? I'm not a great scalper or algo trader, but Coach Robert is. Go talk to him.
Jonathan Stonks. I think it's well established that person loves me. BC says the same thing. I tell everybody, the person loves me. I make him feel a certain type of way every day, too. Daily. Even when I had a girlfriend didn't mention my name as much as that person.
All right. Crude is selling off, continuing to sell off. If there is a trade, chat, it is the sell-off in crude right now is continuing to go. We saw a really nice rally in crude today, kind of broke out of a range that it's been in for a pretty long time. And it looks like we're kind of giving back that move right now. Let's take a look at the daily in crude. Where might we be going? As a default, when we have a big move like this, the first thing I'm going to look at is 50% of that range. 66.41 potentially to the downside. And we can break it down, go to a shorter time frame. Yeah, I like that area. 66.50s. It's a nice trade if you're short.
For the crude oil, yeah. NASDAQ, it just flatlined.
Flatline.
GC flatlined. Whole lot of nothing tonight. Doom Lord. Say hi to David Breach. KJ. We never did get KJ on there. Mandy F is a pretty good. Mandy F's on the leaderboard. There's a lot of great traders here at Topstep. The more I think about it, Topstep does a really good job. Like Golden State, right? Homegrown, great traders, and some of them are able to come on air and talk about their trading.
Yeah. Yep.
Fireworks tomorrow with NFP. Should we light some fireworks for NFP?
Yeah, right. I heard some fireworks going off yesterday, actually. People starting them early. But whatever you do on the 4th, stay safe. If you're lighting fireworks, if you're going to a fireworks show, whatever it is, you need your fingers to trade, so don't lose any.
Just keep at least 2 of them.
Left click, right click.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Left click, right click.
Left click, right click, you're good.
All right, well, these practice trades are working out. I guess I shouldn't be a practice trader. I should just trade it in a real account. It's okay. Ton of opportunity tomorrow.
Oh man, I'm gonna ask Hoag or someone tomorrow. I'm like, did you guys have anybody on the floor that was like missing a couple of fingers and they got the size quantity size wrong on the bid? Like, no, I wanted to buy like 2 minis and they bought like 100 or something. I don't know. Got the contract sizing wrong because they're missing a finger.
Mandy, what am I doing for the 4th? One of my friends throws a party every year, so I'll be going to that. And then just chilling for the rest of the weekend. Nice. What about you, Dakota? What are you doing?
4th is my recovery day, man. I'm doing a cold plunge, relaxing for the rest of the day, trying to... I've been under my calorie count so much. My calories are just... I don't know. I have struggled eating as much as I need to. So I'm going to try and eat, relax. I don't have any plans, to be honest. Me, myself, and I.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to hit my macros.
That sounds like a nice weekend, to be honest.
What's that?
That sounds like a nice weekend.
Yeah. For the weekend's going to be different, though. 4th of July, the day.
Yeah.
No, it's a recovery day for me.
Nice.
During the weekend, I... gym, sparring, and then I might go out on a lake to watch some fireworks.
Nice.
Eating frozen peas. Yeah, frozen peas are my fiber. But it's not helping me get to my macro count.
Chat, what are you guys doing? Richard Harris said he's swimming in the pool, watching TV. Watching a series. What are you guys watching right now? If I had to guess, Richard Harris is watching Love Island.
Oh man.
That's all I hear about.
Yeah? Did you watch it? Is that the one that you said you watched? What was it?
No, I did not watch Love Island. I watched what was it on Netflix that I watched? I don't know, one of those shows.
Yeah, I like Billions. TV series Billions was really good. It's a top TV series, especially coming from like a trader and stock background. It's good.
Yeah, Billions is good.
The closest thing to like Love Island or any of that I've ever watched was a show called like $1 Million Secret. Like one of the contestants has like $1 million in the briefcase and they have to like keep the secret.
Okay.
I watched 2 episodes and stopped. I'm not a movie or a TV series watcher.
Yeah, I'm not either. I am watching The Bear. New season of The Bear came out last week. That's pretty good.
We need to make our own TV series. Why don't we do that, Jay?
I mean, we got some episodes coming out in September. Yeah. We'll see how they go. We can continue.
We're watching it. Let's just get on one. We'll create our own. Me, you, Baron. We'll bring in Doom and we'll make our own Top Step day trading series. And that reminds me, man. But yeah, I'll reach out to you, Jay. I'll send you a message or something. Maybe after this weekend we could start talking about planning a trip. For sure. I got everything I think I need ready. I'll talk with the team to see what we can do. I'm not much of like filming myself with a selfie stick.
Oh yeah.
Like you ever watch Daniel Negreanu? I'm sure some traders in the chat have watched Daniel Negreanu, where it's not a lot, right? I'm not filming the whole entire thing. You don't need a cameraman, but maybe just some updates talking about trading. I mean, we're doing a little bit about that, and we talked about it before. I think maybe we could ask chat for the name. There's a few good names I've been thinking of, but more of an official name, something that doesn't sound weird. traveling traders. I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, I'm ready. We'll talk about it. We'll plan it out, and we'll just get it going. It's gonna be, like you said, weird filming yourself, but maybe we get a videographer or something.
Yeah. If you watch Daniel Negreanu or like Brad Owen, some of the poker players, I think I could see a similar vibe. And it's like at the end of the day, right before bed, we could just like do a review and finish it off with like a P&L count at the end of the day.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Trader versus the Wild? I don't know. I liked the way the naked in a trade sounded, but that's irrelevant. Like, naked has nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
Naked charts, but nah, not two guys traveling around the world.
This Nasdaq short is not looking so bad now.
Trading with friends.
It's already late. It's too late, but
yeah,
it would be an inverted risk to reward trade.
Nailed
It's
10
playing out a
points.
little bit. Playing out a little bit.
Yeah, I like the short. I can see shorts. Maybe a stretch target would be 820, 818s, like 810. I don't know. I'm not sure. ICT survivors.
2 minute a trade.
No, that sounds too weird, Andrew. Come on.
Give us some names, chat.
We'll host a few polls. We'll do that.
There we go.
We'll have like a competition. All right. Well, that's it. No trades for me tonight. Tomorrow we have the data. Tomorrow's Thursday, last day of the trading week. Gonna have a nice long weekend. Everyone, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Remember that charity stream tomorrow for me. For every like we get, I will be donating $1 towards breast cancer. I'll post again on Twitter. Twitter's the place to be, I guess. But yeah, if not, I'll talk about it tomorrow. Even if you just log in, like the stream, say hi, and then leave. I mean, that's $1. That's $1 I'll be donating towards breast cancer. Any final words, Coach Jay?
Trade well, manage your risk. Whatever you do tomorrow, don't make decisions that you're going to regret into a long weekend. If you make some money early, get off the charts, go enjoy yourself, and we'll talk to you all tomorrow.
Perfect.
That's about
Thanks. See you, everybody. Bye.